Okay, boys and girls, as you can see here, this is a Linocut print, and it's a one color relief print, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can create your very own. As you can see, if you observe, it's actually got a lot of links and association to the last two projects that we've done, the Maori Moko tattoos and also the Kuru spiral plant. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of linoleum, and we actually called it in the art world, the proper vocabulary word is matrix. So this is a matrix, and you need a pencil, and what you're going to do is you're going to design your spirals. So again, we're still using that concept, spirals. So I'm going to be drawing my spiral. Remember that whatever you draw on this, it's not permanent because you haven't carved into it. This is like a rubber texture. You'll see for yourself when you get to feel. I'm just going to draw some spiral designs, and then I'm going to demonstrate to you. Remember that it's very organic what we're doing, and we want to hook it to the last two lessons. And don't go into too much detail because you'll see in a moment why. Because when you carve into this mat with your Linocut tool, you get a very thick line. So remember, it's like drawing with a fine pencil, but then having to trace over it with a crayon. That's probably the best way of association. I'm going to do some more spirals, and then I'm going to leave a few gaps so that if I want to add some extra. So there's my design. Now this is your lino tool, and it's got a sharp little edge here. When you actually observe it, you'll see that there's a blade, and I know I'm going out of focus. There's a blade there, and then it's a blunt side there. So you need the blade, and it works for left and right-handed. What you're going to do with the blade is you're going to not gouge, but pull it through. Pull it and follow those lines, and then what you do is you actually create a track, and then you're removing the surface. Anything that you remove will actually remain white. So I'm just going to follow that line around so you can see. Whoops, I kind of missed my thing because I'm trying to do this over the camera. But you can see that I'm pulling off the surface. And when you run your finger across, it's a relief. So the surface is raised and it's lower. So you're getting two different depths. This is a relief print, and you're going to do one colour. Now you can do it in multiple colours, but we're going to start with the basics and just do it with one. When you've got it all carved out, this one I've already printed, but you can see anything that's paler in colour and white didn't print, and here we are. We've got it there. Now it's a mirror reflection as well, so you can see that it's backwards. So if I turn it around and show you, it's actually mirrored. So when I printed it like that and peeled it up, so if you were ever to do a relief print that needed text, you need to write your text backwards so that it prints the right way round. Now what I'm going to do is I'm really going to do this one. I'm actually just going to lean on a piece of paper so I don't ruin the black background, and I'm going to use printing ink. It's called block printing ink. I'm going to use white this time for a change. Now you have the choice, you can use black or white, and why I'm using white is I'm actually going to print it onto a dark purple plum card stock so that we get this contrast. Now what I'm doing now is I'm getting a brayer, and this is a roller that we use in the printmaking class lessons. Make sure that you get an even coating on that brayer. Just keep lifting it up and rolling it. Then you coat the surface. Coat the surface evenly, okay? When you've got the surface coated evenly, you can see there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift it, put it to the side. I've got this lovely plum cardstock, and I've actually got it large enough, and I'm going to turn it into a card. I'm going to very carefully lift my Linocut, and I'm going to set it in the centre. Okay, so I'm very careful with it. Now you can press it down very carefully with your hand, or you can use a rolling pin. Again, be very careful with the rolling pin because it could make your matrix move, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm just giving it a slight pressure, and there we go. And then I'm going to lift it very carefully, just peel it back. And there you go, boys and girls. I now have a greeting card using the spirals, and it's all influenced by the Maori art. And as I said to you, you've got your choice. That's the same print, but I've done one in black ink on a white surface, and I've done one in white ink on a plum cardstock. So you've got the choice. I actually really love this one. What a great card, what a great idea for gifts as well. So there you go, boys and girls. Let's go and make some art.